Hi guys, in this video we are going to learn how to create a registration screen with a validation. Registration screen, or you can understand, is a kind of form we will create where we will accept the user's name, email, phone number and password. By this screen you will be able to use and understand how exactly we can use the form in various cases when you are making the application. So let's start the code, and I'm here is a previous application which I have created here. So first of all, what I will do, I will create a new Dart file and I will paste it as registration screen or page, whatever you want to put it, up to you. Okay, st full, and we put it as a registration. Okay, now we put it here and then we import it. Once we import it, this all the errors will go. So first of all, what we're gonna do is we are going to create the scaffold. After this scaffold, we are going to add and create the app bar. In the app bar, we will be app bar like this, and then come here. Then we put the title. Title is text. In the text, we will have that registration, and then after the app bar, we press it and we go to the body. In the body, we will create one text form field. Okay, in the text form field, we're going ahead and then we will just press enter. We will put it as a decoration. Decoration is just like making look proper. You can simply put it like that as well, but making with decoration will be looking nice. So why we have to put this label text? So label text, what will ask that enter name. Okay, now we want to give some border, just keep comma. Don't forget the comma. If you forget the comma over here, then is a problem in the Flutter, it will give you the error. So we'll put as a border and outline border. IntelliSense will help you in everything. So now once we do and we press Ctrl S and we copy this method and we call it from here, and we just import it and then we reflect it, and you see enter name is here. Like this we can put it more names. Okay, more fields. Now I'll show you one thing. You click here, okay, and you will get the error. Reason is you cannot just simply put text on each other like this in Flutter. So you have to wrap it into the widget. So do the wrapping is how we can do. Come here, you see the bulb icon, wrap it widget, and by default it's a wrap it widget, but what is the things we have to wrap it here? To wrap it into the column. Why? We have to put a column is straight, and on the column one by one things are coming. So what we can do, we will cut it from here, and you see this square bracket, inside that we will put it. So now if you see it here, there are two columns. So like this we will make all other fields, then we will go ahead. And before going ahead, what we're gonna do, we are going to validate it as well. Okay, so for the validation, what we're gonna do is we will put it as a validator, and in the bracket value is a value of that text box or text form field. You can say what value will be there. Okay, and then we put it as a value equals to null. We are going to check it, or either it's null or value is empty. Okay, then comma like this, and then we're going to return it. Return is means we are going to return some message to the user, so that user should be aware what exactly it is asking. Please enter name. Okay, and at last we're going to return null. Why we can return null? Because we don't want to return any value over here. Okay, and then done. So like this we put it all this validator. So let me just copy it here, whole section, and we can just simply paste it here. Like this we will make it two more. Okay, and at the end we will put it as an elevated button. So elevated button, how we can do is we can just put it some submit form. This is a method, we will make it later on, we will see. So and then inside submit. Okay, done. So let's make this submit method just sample method only. We'll see that. How are we going to create the method? Void, because we don't want to return any value, and then we put it like this, and like just same like other method we have learned. So this is the screen we have created for now. Okay, now as you can see is all is name only. So we'll put it as a email, mobile, mobile, we have already 4. So what we can do is, first one is email, and that one we can just put it here. Instead of this here, we can put it this email here, so it will not create the problem. Enter email and email, and this one we can use it as a password, so we can just simply copy paste over here and put it here, and this one we will use this as a password. Okay, now as you can see, all is changed. Now for the password, if you type here, it is showing, it should not show. Okay, so for that things, what we're gonna do is, in that there's an option of obscure text is equals to true. So when you do that, the password will be hidden. Okay, now one more thing, you observe it, this all have no gaps. Okay, it's all stick to each other. So what we're gonna do is, either first section, what we're gonna do, we will put all to be having a little gap. So we go here, wrap with widget, and you will get the option of padding. By default, if you go for the wrap with widget, as you can see it here, it gives you the builder, center, column, container, row, size box, stream builder, parent widget. So like this, you can simply do that. So now if you press Ctrl S, this will have. Still there is no gap between these text boxes. So there are two methods for doing that. One is, we can use the concept of size box, and we put it as a height, and we put it as a comma like this. And when we see, the padding is there. Okay, one thing is this method. Another is, same like this padding, we can wrap all in the padding. Once we wrap everything in the padding, then it's become properly visible to us. Okay, now we do that. Okay, now there's a big gap, so good gap. You can change the padding here, just like some value now, you can simply change here. Okay, see, it changes immediately. So just let it be 8, so standard. Now as you can see, there's a yellow line coming. The reason is, the space is small and it's not letting to scroll. So how to fix this problem? You will face this problem in the case of form when it is lengthy. So what you can do, you go here, wrap this padding into the widget, and name this as a single child view scroller. As you can see, the error will go away. See, so whenever this kind of problems coming, you can analyze. Now we have to analyze. Right now the button is doing nothing. Okay, it's not doing anything. So what we're gonna do, we need to have a controller. Through that controller, we have to identify the value is there or not. Text editing controller, and we have a name, so name. Okay, okay, and like this, we just copy paste it here. According to the text boxes, you have to make controller, email, mobile, and we're going to put password. Okay, now how are we going to use the controller? We come to the text form field, first one, press enter, type controller, and you will have first controller, name. Okay, like this, you can put all the controllers here. Another one is what? Email, and third one is your mobile, and the last one is your underscore password. So we have got this controller, but still nothing will happen. Okay, so how this will work? We need to have one key. Okay, for that key, actually we are creating as a form key. After that, we will make it as a global key, and is a form state. We will get to know the form state, that is filled or not. Okay, so form state keyword will be. Now you still see one error is coming, because it's asking to variable must be declared with a const, final, where, or type name. You have to mention something. So I'll make it as a final, because I don't want to do more declaration. How are we going to use this key? Coming over here above the column. Okay, and we again wrap it with the widget. We name it as a form, and form have a property of key, and what gonna be key has this one. Okay, so now the key is also done. Now how are we going to validate this one? To validate this, we have created one method here. Okay, means like something when the button is clicked, what should be happening. Okay, so what we can do is, if, okay, put the cursor like this, if form key dot current state. not current context, it's a current state. In the current state we have to validate, okay, and with the validate we can make it as a false in case the values are not there. When the values are not there, in that case what we can do is we can have a scaffold messenger. Messenger means something down bottom you will get some values, okay, of, and the current context of the application dot show snack bar, okay, and in the snack bar, in that snack bar we can do is snack bar, okay, with the snack bar whatever the content is coming here, okay, how the content will be coming. So the content we have to show it as a text, okay, and in the text we can show message like this, form submitted, okay, and we are also willing to validate that values should be entered. So we can go to the next line and or you can go into the previous line, so not confusion. Let me have this one, and then we will check it either the values are being inserted or not. So like this, and then we put it as a name controller dot text, okay, and we just put it here, comma, and this is okay, and we will check all one by one, okay. So we just put it as a comma like this, okay, and then we done here, and then again we done, and then again we done, okay. Now we have all these values. How are we going to come? And the next one is your email, third one is your underscore mobile, fourth one is your password controller. So from this we can simply know that something is happening, and we can check it out the validation of form. So once we click on it, you see it's giving all the message because please enter name and the validation is working. So what I'm gonna do is we can just put it here, test@gmail.com, and some numbers, and some push password, and then put it as a form submitted with these values. So like this you can simply create your forms, and same way we will learn how to create a login screen as well, and in future videos we will learn how to make these forms to interact with the databases, or we can interact with the database and we will connect with the web services. So see you guys in another video.